Isn't this pretty? Want to know how I got this aged look? I started with an old kitchen cabinet door. Stay tuned to see how I achieved this look. Next thing I'm going to do, I am going to just scuff sand this a little bit. I'm going to use some Dixie Belle Bonding Boss, which does bond to surfaces that are a little slick and that helps your paint, give your paint something to adhere to. But I always like doing a little scuff sanding before, just extra precautions. The Bonding Boss is also going to help prevent any bleed through on these doors. Will probably be all right, but sometimes if you have furniture, you get some tannins that come through the wood and will actually come through the paint and your paper. So you're going to do 2 coats. You're going to let it dry in between and then let it sit for 24 hours before you start your painting. So I learned a cool little trick from Royce, from Recycled Papers, the one who made the paper that we're featuring today, is to put some darker edging or a darker color along the edge of where your paper is going to go, and it will automatically give it a darker edge to it once you get the paper down. I wanted to see if it would work, and I love the way it turned out, and there you can see it right there. I'm going to apply that steer skull paper from the Recycled Antler Block decoupage pack. I spritz it with water to give my paper some stretch. It really helps it to lay down better. I'm using my Dixie Belle Clear Coat Satin and a saran wrap piece, working from the middle out to adhere my picture. Now you can see how great that brown underneath makes the edges look. I applied these little wooden half rounds, and then I got my Dixie Belle Sea Spray additive and some chocolate and started pouncing so that I would make some really nice texture on this piece. Check it out. Looks pretty good. You'll see why that works so well here in a minute. All right, so I mixed up some Dixie Belle paint. I had kind of a turquoise, and I mixed it with, I believe, kudzu to get this really cool turquoise color. I take a brush, and here I'm dry brushing a turquoise color that I mixed up from some of the Dixie Belle paints, and I went over, like I said, with a very dry brush just over the top of that texture so that the brown could shine through. Looks amazing. And here's what it looks like with all the paint on it. And for my final part of it, I like to make it look really grungy. I take some of my gilding wax in brown, work it into the edge and pull it out, and it gives it that smudgy, dirty look. And here you go. Isn't that fun? Thanks for watching.